Hello, I'm Gareth Walker and I'm here for the West Yorkshire Football Show with my post-match reaction to Bradford City's defeat at home today to Cardiff in League One. I thought it was a good game today, a tough game for both sides. I thought that City probably put out the strongest lineup that we have at the moment, arguably with perhaps maybe Matt Pennington gets into it, or definitely gets into the squad, the matchday squad. But other than that, I thought that was arguably our best 18 at the moment. I thought we started the game quite bright. The first 10 minutes, the press was in full effect. We looked full of energy. We were on the front foot without really creating anything. And then there was a change in the game after about 10 minutes, and Cardiff started to beat our press. And for the next 15, 20 minutes, we couldn't get near them. They were popping it off around us. They were beating us all over the place. They scored both goals in that 15 minutes. Yeah, for 15 minutes, they were on a different level to us, 15, 20 minutes. And like I said, scored both goals in that period of time and went 2-0 up. We couldn't get near them. Graham Alexander said afterwards that was partly our fault for individuals going off the plans for the press and doing things that they wouldn't or shouldn't be doing, and leaving us exposed in other areas. But Cardiff took full effect to that. I thought for that 15, 20 minutes, they looked the best side that I've seen this season by a long way. Scored both goals in that period of time. The first goal's a great strike from the edge of the box, similar to Jensen Metcalf's in the second half and Jensen Metcalf's against Port Vale a couple of weeks ago. The second goal's disappointing from City's point of view, defending in the box from a corner. It's the second phase of a corner, and it's a flick that, the defence should do better, really. Anyway, for that, like I said, 15, 20 minutes, they were by far the better side, took advantage of it, took the chances and went 2-0 up. And then City regained a foothold in the game towards the end of the first half. They seemed to rectify the problems and the mistakes that they were having, and we came back and sort of not dominated, but definitely had a foothold in the game coming up to half time. And then in the second half, again, I thought we were the better side in the second half. Made the changes. Sibley came on for Wright, and Humphreys came on for Swan, and I thought they made a real difference. Swan had tried to lead the press, but hadn't done enough in the air in the first half. It's pointless pumping long balls up to Swans. Humphreys can do a little bit better with us, longer balls into the air up front. I thought we were a better team second half. We had chances to get something out of the game. Humphreys misses a sitter at the near post. How he manages to get it over the bar when it's easy to score, I don't know. Jensen Metcalf scores an absolute screamer. Like I said, similar to Turnbull's for Cardiff in the first half and similar to Jensen's own goal against Port Vale a couple of weeks ago. And we did everything but equalise, really. I thought we created plenty, dominated the second half without probably doing quite enough to equalise and take a point. But on the base of the whole game, like I say, 15, 20 minutes in the first half, Cardiff by far the better side. But for the rest of the game, you could argue that we matched them and arguably bettered them, and maybe a draw would have been a fair result at the end of the day. New signings who played, I thought Ashby, the lad who came on for Nerfville at right wing back, I thought he did really, really well. White, not too sure about him. Not great, but not terrible. I think time will tell with White, really. What I did like is the professional foul to stop the breakaway from Cardiff towards the end. Took a booking for the team. Shows what we're all about, a team player. And then Sibley, I was a little bit disappointed in Sibley. He took up some good positions, but he looked rusty on the ball and gave it away quite a few times. So I was a little bit disappointed in him. But he has got championship pedigree, so he should come good with a bit more game time, hopefully. But disappointing to lose the game. We're in a tough, going into a tough run of fixtures. Obviously, started with Cardiff today. We've got Huddersfield away next week, and then we've got Lincoln away, and then we've Doncaster at home, who we always struggle against, and Luton away. So we're into a sticky period now. It would have been good not to lose the first one of that sticky run. No complaints to lose against Cardiff when they've just come down from the Championship and we've just come up from League Two. It was always going to be a tough game. They're top of the league for a reason. And like I said, that the 15, 20 minutes in the middle of the first half, they played us off the park, really. But we could have had a draw from it, judging by the rest of the game, and we can't get too downhearted. We go on to Huddersfield next week. Hopefully Ashby's injury that he looks to pick up towards the end isn't too bad. Onwards and upwards with the West Yorkshire Football Show.